Third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, how you doing? We are going to be doing a disc golf unit next for our sports and learning unit coming up. So I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on throwing a frisbee, and you're going to get a lot of information inside of the unit itself. As you progress through this, I'll post some videos on there about frisbee golf or disc golf, and how the game works and how the game is scored, and some of the cool things about disc golf. But I wanted to come to you just face to face and give you an information about throwing the frisbee, okay? This will get more and more complicated as we get into it, but more so than anything else, we just have to be able to throw the frisbee correctly, all right? So at my house right now, I could not find a real frisbee, but I do have this frisbee right here. This is a knit frisbee. So there's all sorts of frisbees you can use. You could even use the top of a bucket or something like that. This is just all about, can you grip the frisbee correctly and can you throw the frisbee correctly, okay? So when you have the frisbee in your hand, we're going to obviously be shoulder over knees over toes, thumb on top of the frisbee, index finger or pointer finger on the side, and 3 on the bottom, all right? So it kind of looks like this. Thumb on top, finger on the side, 3 on the bottom, all right? That's your grip for throwing the frisbee. So from this position right here, we're ready. We've got a good grip. We are ready to throw. In the game of disc golf, we're gonna be throwing the frisbee to try and get it into a hoop or a target. That is our final destination for the frisbee. And like golf, we're gonna try and do it in as least amount of throws as possible. So if I'm throwing to something that's 200 yards away and around a tree and over a pond, I gotta be able to throw this pretty good if I want to get it there in the least amount of strokes possible. So from my good grip, we're going to go shoulder over knees over toes. 1, turn same side shoulder, face your target. 2, twist and get the frisbee back behind your body. 3, untwist, sliding the frisbee off that table. If you remember from the class, if you've been in my class before and we do stuff like this, we pretend we have a table on the ground and we're sliding that frisbee off the table, and at the end of my toss, or at the end of my slide, I'm going to snap my wrist and create backspin on the frisbee. That's going to allow it to hover, all right? So if I put it all together, it looks like this. I've got my grip, thumb on the top, finger on the side, 3 on the bottom, shoulder over knees over toes. Turn, twist, untwist, sliding it off the table, snap the wrist, and follow through. Okay, if we do that, release up in front of our body, you get that good backspin on the frisbee, and it should fly pretty straight for you, okay? So all I want you to do this week is get outside, get a frisbee, get something that you can throw. If it is the top of a bucket, if you staple a bunch of paper plates together or something like that, or I don't know, whatever it is. Thumb on top, finger on the side, 3 on the bottom. Get out there, snap that wrist, and just get out there and get used to throwing the frisbee a little bit, all right? Pick a tree in your yard, pick a mailbox for a target, or whatever it is that you want to throw to, something that's not going to break, you're not going to get in trouble, but get used to throwing, all right? Start and see if you can hit your target from 5 steps back, then see if you can hit your target from 10 steps back, then see if you can get your target in 20 steps back, or see if you can hit your target in 2 throws from 20 steps back, okay? Just get used to throwing, watch the first video on disc golf, and then we'll get back together next week. You got to take a pre-test as well. Make sure you take your pre-test, and we should be enjoying this next unit. All right? Watch your stuff, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.